We have chat commands, so use them to your own discretion and get yourself more involved. Now, you guys are ready. I'm ready. I want to announce something. This is the very first time we have Vampire the Masquerade here at ESA, and I'm part of it. I love this franchise so much. So I'm going to give it over to Vysetra here, running Nosferatu %. Take it away.
Let's go, man. Okay, hello. I am Vysetra. I'm going to be running any percent as Nosferatu. Joining me on comms is Lay, if you would like to introduce yourself.
Yes, I am Lay, and I'm gonna do my best today to help him commentate this run.
He's being modest. He's the actual world record holder, by the way. Okay, so we're going to be playing on version 1.1, which has a very unique glitch where you can keep allocating stat points in your character sheet. So you can see that we've got like a bunch of points already allocated, right? If we go back to the base page and re-click Nosferatu, all the points come back, so we can just max out all our stats straight from the get-go, which is a little broken. Now, to save everyone the headache of me jumping between those two pages, I've made a quick save, so we can just get straight into it. So, I am stupid. I completely forgot that I'd already skipped that cutscene, but okay, right, going back into it. For real this time.
You're just setting up the RNG.
Yeah,
Right.
it's just a long-form manip. Okay, so I will load the save and time will start, so I'll count us down. Would you like to do the honors of hitting the button?
Of course, of course.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. It is a very popular game. It wasn't always, from what I could gather. Had a bit of a, not to
Rough start.
Yeah, it had a bit of a botched release, and it's basically become abandonware. But luckily, there was a lot of support from unofficial patches from people like Wesp, who has very much made it more accessible and playable for like new players and stuff.
Which we will not be using today.
Nope, because we are on version 1.1. It is the rawest form of the game. It's again, I said abandonware, but it is without the patches and everything, abandonware.
Yeah. And this game is built on the Source engine, so our main movement tech will be strafe jumping and bunny hopping.
That's right, yeah.
Which you'll see throughout the run.
And it's a very early version of the Source engine as well. If memory serves, it was actually, this game was released like a day before, on the same day as Half-Life 2, which was not supposed to happen. It was meant to be a little more staggered, but that was not the case.
So here we jump on top of Jeanette.
That's right. And do you know what I've done?
What have you done?
I've gotten to... Oh boy. Technical issues. Okay, no, we're good.
Got this.
Jump on Jeanette's head, and we run straight out.
Right, so she will run away now, over to the elevator.
She will, and during that time, we're going to do a bit of a sequence break. We're going to go straight over to the... I was about to call it the Ocean House Hotel. That is right, isn't it?
I think it is the Ocean House Hotel.
I keep mistaking it for the location in Silent Hill 2. Like, I just use them interchangeably like a fool. Okay, so because we have maxed our stats using the character sheet glitch, we can actually just lockpick that door, which, again, you would ordinarily get the key from Therese, I believe, to actually let you in there. Because she sent you on this errand to get the pendant.
And this is probably the scariest mission in this entire game.
Oh yeah, it's a genuine tone shift as well, because up to this point, you kind of just, you're finding your footing, you know, getting introduced to all the characters and stuff.
Yeah.
And then suddenly you're thrown into this total tone shift where you're sort of just wandering around this abandoned hotel, which is actually possessed. Well, possessed, it's haunted.
Right.
By a victim and their murderer. And it is genuinely spooky. We're going to be rushing through it for the most part. So we're not going to see all the spooky stuff, which is a shame, but it is the run. Right, so we're just going to sit in this room until the cutlery and everything just starts getting thrown around. And what that's going to do is break through this door here. I've looked into this quite a lot. There's sadly no way to actually just skip through this because this would save like 30, 40 seconds. But now would actually be a pretty good time just to go over to our host if there's any messages.
That's a pretty strong box.
Oh, yeah.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
So Jazz I 48 donated $20 with something that I need an answer to. The comment says, "Let's go, Speed fam. Good luck, Vi, and I'll see you all in 14 hours."
Hell yeah.
So I see the estimate. Like, do you need to tell us something?
I mean, the estimate I've given at the moment is 40 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
Which is RTA, which is honestly, considering how much can go wrong, there is quite a lot of tech that can soak up a lot of time. 40 minutes is maybe a little generous, but I'd rather, have that safety, because some of the skips, I do get the impression I'm gonna botch them.
So my main question is, like, when are you gonna submit the 14-hour version?
The 14-hour version?
Yeah, if I can do it, so can you.
Well, if you want to learn 100% quest log, then that resource is available.
We'll talk after the run, but in the meantime, thank you so much, Jazz, for that donation.
Oh, it is worth mentioning, I did actually intend to have Jazzy on as comms as well as Mr. Lay. So what I have done is actually name our character Jazzy, which can be seen there.
That's nice.
We like our speed fam. Oh, unfortunate. You can, with decent momentum and, timing and everything, you can actually jump and land in this tunnel and maintain momentum, just jump all the way through, which is a lot faster than having to, back roll and stuff, but okay.
So this is where jumping on Jeanette's head really pays off, because she's closer to the elevator now.
Indeed, and I'm going to make a quick save here, just to be safe, but we're going to skip through her dialogue, the original Harley Quinn.
And so as the next cutscene starts playing, if we bring up the menu, we can actually move during this cutscene, and we can wedge ourselves between the elevator doors as they close. And we can press the elevator button. It will push us out, and then the elevator will start rising without us and trigger the next sequence of the game.
That's right, and we've done that. So we exit Asylum, walk back in, and now we're going to hear some dialogue between Therese and Jeanette kicking off, where she's like, "Oh, it's your city?" "Yeah, it's my city. And last time I checked, it wasn't called Stuck Up Bitch." It's like, "Oh, okay, very cool." So we're getting this distant dialogue between two characters. We're expected to actually, yeah, just groove in. If we've got any dancer modes, now is the time to throw them in.
And then we're gonna go upstairs and sit on a bottle.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yep, we're just gonna sit here and wait for the dialogue to progress a little bit. And now that the subtitle "You Pull Your Pranks" has come up, we're gonna just jump and crouch and clip through the ceiling.
Jump through the roof.
Oh yeah. All of this dialogue is just one. It's really jarring if you're running this quite a lot, because you can hear the dialogue obviously here that she's saying directly to you, but also the background conversation that you aren't supposed to be able to hear from elsewhere. Okay.
And here we're gonna jam the door again, but this time not with our player model, but instead we're gonna drop the lockpick that we got at the start of the game. We're gonna wedge it between the elevator doors again. And then we'll move out of here as quickly as possible.
Yep.
And that will open the elevator faster later.
Okay, so we just have to go over to the diner. Oh, my binds. Okay, it's okay. I'm just going to quickly do this now. Animalism, well, that's pestilence. Have that as bloodsuckers. Spectral. Okay. Right, so we're going to just kill these goons here as quickly as we possibly can. The last guy we want to just hit the once, and then we're going to finish him off with Burrowing Beetle. And so long as we pick up the phone before the first dial ends, we're not going to get soft locked outside. Well, it's not so much a soft lock, but you lose about 10-15 seconds if you let it ring for one time through. Okay, and us dropping the lockpick has blocked this door, so we're going to stand in between it, pick the lockpick back up, and just walk forward and back. We can open it back up because source engine housery. And now we've got a cutscene here between Jeanette and Therese.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, big time.
And we're actually going for the good ending here.
Yes, that's right. So saving the twins is a lot faster because it actually teleports you outside of Asylum, rather than if you choose to save one over the other, you have to leave using the elevator again, and you have to do it all manually. And it is just overall faster to save them both. I did pick up the pick lock again, right?
I think so.
Why did I call it that? Ah, I see why. Vin is doing a psyop in the chat. Right. So we're going to be coming up to the Sabat Warehouse, which is a pretty simple stealth mission, really. As Nosferatu, you can stealth it in with other clans, but it's just a whole lot easier with Nosferatu because of Obfuscate, which is a discipline which turns you invisible. It kills the frame rate though, so you want to try use it sparingly because movement is directly related to frame rate. Okay, I will set that as Obfuscate. So it's going to come through here. Move that. Okay. Activate here. Oh my god, my movement is barbaric. Look at this, man. No, don't clap that. That was tragic. Trolls, man. Okay, so you would do a quest ordinarily, and that gives you some explosive called Astrolite. So you would pick it up ordinarily, but you'd be tasked to come into this section of the map. Oh, I bumped someone, and because of that, I lost Obfuscate. But it is not a big deal. Anyway, Astrolite. Yes, you would get it from an earlier quest that we've skipped, so that's really what there is to it. And we're about done with Santa Monica in 10 minutes, which is absolutely fine. Alright, so this character coming up is called Beckett, which is very much a fan favorite. I can see Alucard just frothing at this. Right. Oops, that was the wrong dialogue, but it's alright. Anyway, we are about done with Santa Monica. We're going to land back in the main hub, jump into the sewers, and we'll get a nice little cutscene with Nines Rodriguez. This would actually be a pretty good time here for a message if there is one.
Oh, indeed, we do have messages. I have Dante Main here with $5 that says, Nossi Gang, rise up. Good luck, Vice. You're our favorite Virgil man.
No, man. No. You did not do me like that.
Oh, he did. And I'm calling you out here. Like, it's true now. It's canon.
Unbelievable. I'm tilted.
And as you can see here by the convenient taxi, they avoided making two different cutscenes.
Yeah.
So you can either come from the sewers or the taxi. No one will ever know.
Okay.
Amazing.
There's going to be a little bit of voice acting here. You're in for a treat.
Yes, Vysetra prepared really well for this run.
Right. This is going to be cringe, so enjoy this moment. Wait for it. Hold. Pull out its eyes and its tongue and its teeth. I want its teeth. Camarilla fuck.
Excuse me?
Hey, it wasn't me. That was the game, man.
All right. I'm watching you.
I'll be mindful. It's all right.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's Vampire the Masquerade. Schedule accepted it. I'm fine.
It'll be read. Okay, Giga Chad movement.
Leave.
Oh. Okay, we will actually throw around for another message if there is one.
Heck yes, we do. Also want to mention that last one went towards the Halo 2 Anniversary Legendary Bonus Run. Okay, we have our own E-Benny in the back practicing Amnesia Debunker. I want to see him scared. Can we get that donation incentive done before I'm done with my shift? Because I'm probably going to have to host that one as well. So if you want more of me as well, like you need to get that done ASAP. So we can do it, Twitch chat. We can get to 6K, get that incentive out of the way, and get E-Benny on the stage and have him be as scared as I'm going to be. Because I'm not a fan of horror games. I get really scared. Also, I have Vahist 105 with $20 that says, note for commentator, it's pronounced Vahist without the H. Oh. Like the word histogram. Maybe I should have read that beforehand. So it's Vahist. Thank you so much for those $20. Also, 14-hour ESA run hype. And I couldn't agree more. Should I inform scheduling that you're extending the run, or?
Nah, just let them find out.
Okay, it's
I mean,
what's the worst that could happen, right?
yeah, I mean, they'll not kick me out of the event, right? Surely.
I'll be here with you the entire way.
Excellent, right. Solidarity.
Yes, I'm all for it.
Right. Just a simple point, A to B. We had to go speak to Nines Rodriguez again, because if we don't, we have to go and talk to him again after speaking to Lacroix, who is he's our prince. He's a dashing, loving man who is definitely not out to manipulate us or, further his own agenda on our accord.
You'll hear a lot about him later in the run.
I am silly. I completely forgot I'm playing Nosferatu. We were supposed to go back into the sewers because if we try to go through the front door, another favorite character called Chunk will attack us and he will lose his mind because we are so hideous that nothing mortal could look as bad as us, which is honestly kind of a mood. All right. So, introduction conversation with Lacroix. Just mash through his dialogue. He's going to send us on a quest to the Elizabeth Dane, which has had a little tiny optimization, but I'm not 100% I'm going to be able to pull it off. But we'll try it, in for a penny, in for a pound, and all that. All the med runners. Okay, right, so back into the sewers. We're going to launch off the ladder. Back to Santa Monica, go down to the pier. Okay. I'm sort of egoing a little bit, I'm going to be real. I don't know if anyone misheard that, but I meant ego. I usually use mouse wheel down to do hops, but I'm almost too embarrassed to go back into the options menu to change it to mouse wheel down because I'm using mouse wheel up at the moment, so. We ball. All right. In for a penny, in for a kilogram. Whose is my man's?
Here we don't even talk to the police guard.
Oh,
We're
no.
supposed to talk to, we just ignore them.
No, again, because we're Nosferatu, we're so hideous that basically any sort of interaction with normal people is...
Like that one? That was
Yeah.
pretty normal.
Yeah, he went flying, man. You see him go? Yeah, any sort of what would be an ordinary interaction as Nosferatu is basically a masquerade violation, which is sort of like the tenets that kindred live by, or unlive by. Ah, yes, that's right. He's there. I didn't kill him. Silly me. But we can just jump over this crate. All is well, all is fine. Right. I did kill that other guy, so let's see. Hey, Lamal, let's go.
Oh, one thing that we forgot to mention is that doors open a lot faster when your frame rate is lower. So throughout the run, every door we encounter, we lower, like we cap our FPS to 60, and then we uncap them again afterwards.
Yeah, that's actually a really important mechanic to mention because you can lose runs to just having uncapped FPS when opening and interacting with terrain and environment. It's really goofy, but this version of the Source Engine was definitely not prepared, or just prepared to deal with high frame rates and how that would change the behavior of the game itself. Anyway, so that is another fetch quest done. Jump in through here. I'm not getting any of these tunnel jumps, which is tragic, but oh well. We've got a big skip. Well, probably the most difficult skip coming up.
The first real run killer.
Yeah, Reset City, Grout skip. Right, quick cutscene here, so if we have any messages, this would also be a really good time.
I have a short message and a long one, so go to the short one then.
Okay.
I have Sparks89 here with $20 that says Team Cortex for life. And that is in reference towards the Crash Nitro Kart any percent Team Bandicoot versus Team Cortex. And he wants, obviously, not Team Crash Bandicoot. He wants the other one.
Respect.
Yes. And he said live, which means he wants it live here at ESA Summer 23, which I agree with.
Be real for that.
Hell yes.
Right. We are now going into Grout's mansion. We've got... Oh, man. Prepare, because this could take a while. Oh, I hope not, though. Right.
No.
No.
I'm going to dash through this conversation with nines. We can obviously move during that cutscene by bringing up the inventory. Okay. We're out skip. It is very much a frame-perfect trick, and how do you know it's a frame-perfect trick? Don't worry, the speedrun will be sure to mention it. We're going to be using the Bloodsucker's Communion animalism discipline to...
Yeah, so the bats that come out of there seem to have a hitbox. And anything that has a hitbox you can stand on.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to be jumping off of that, and it's going to be... Oh, this is going to be rough, man. If I get this first time, I give 10. How about that? Right, so we bring him over here. Make a quick save. Oh, unlucky. This is going to be a thing. Oh no, Vampire Bros.
By the end, you'll understand the skip like in and out.
Oh yeah, it is not an easy one at all. Like, make no mistake. Right. Okay, thumb strats.
Oh, new tech. Thumb strats.
I'm a fool. It's okay, bros. Don't worry.
I feel like you're just giving me time for donations.
I am. I most certainly am.
Like, exactly. Like, I appreciate that so much. I like talking. I have Anonymous here with $5 with a very appropriate message for you. I do hope it's a glitchless run. Otherwise, it'll be OBO over before it even starts. Yeah, that's where the puns come. When you do glitches.
Bruh. We will get it. First try, trust me.
Yeah, chat will match you with the $10 for every first try you
There
get.
we go. Let's go.
You can clap for that.
All right.
That's first try.
We
right?
are so back. All right. That is honestly the run killer for me. Like, if I get that first try, then I am popping off. Right. It's a shame Big Vev wasn't here to bless us.
It's sad.
If he was
Shout
here
outs
to
to
bless
Vev.
it. Yeah, if he was here to bless us with that, that would have been first try, 100%.
Also known as Mercurio's broken rib.
Yeah. Mercurio is... why am I stuck in the wall? What? Ah, I know what's happened there. I've unbound attack. Yep, that's right. I know what I did. It's calculated, trust me. Right. I'm going to lockpick this, which has a fridge full of blood bags, which we're going to need because we're going to be spamming disciplines later. We're basically trying to conserve our blood economy as much as we can to take down Ming Zhao later in the run. Spoiler alert, we are going to kill Ming Zhao. I am foolish. I keep forgetting I've unbound. Man, this is turbo scuffed. It's fine. You need to move, though. This is happening. I should really limit FPS to 60 here, because environment terrain, as previously discussed, does not like high frame rates. I'll give you a real-world example, right? So, uncapped frame rate. Feels slow, right? 60. World of difference, right? Helps if you actually hit the quest item there. All right, we've got time for a couple donations, actually.
All right, I have a few here. I have Popular with $25 that says, so what does it take to turn this into a 100% run?
Patience.
$500.
You heard it here, everyone. I don't know if I can approve that, but for $500, I'm going to find someone to talk to. Amazing. Thank you so much. That actually goes towards the Fire Emblem Engage any percent character choice, and I know he wants me to try and read this and botch the Welsh town name, so here we go. Leon So, yeah, I don't think that'll fit, but we'll try if it gets in. So please make some other name happen, please.
I think we have some resident Welsh, and I'm pretty sure they can confirm the pronunciation of that was actually perfect.
I agree. They've been doing it wrong all this time.
They've been doing it wrong. Honestly, based.
Okay. I also have Fanglis with $10% with a more appropriate message here. Thank you for showing Vampire the Masquerade to us all. Surely, since its inception, no game has better expressed the supernatural dread that is life in Chicago. And we probably have some Americans around as well to confirm that. Thank you so much, everyone, for donating towards this amazing cause in this stream and this run. It's been a lovely run to see. Like, I love Vampire the Masquerade. And getting bonus runs as well, because the incentives are coming up. We want more runs here at ESA. Come on, let's keep it going.
Wait, Grout is dead?
Wait, Grout's dead? Who's Grout?
We skipped him.
We did, to be fair. We don't, I guess, really, we don't, because we've skipped all the dialogue, we don't really know who he actually is. Right. Museum time. This is very much straightforward, which is a nice change. So we're going to obfuscate, so we can't be seen. Again, kill our frame rate, but hey-ho. And we're just going to go from point A to B. There's a, oh, it is 2358 for the keypad, right? I'm pretty sure.
Good guess.
It's going to be really awkward if it's not. But
Like, I won't know if you're wrong, so just keep going.
I'll tell you what, I'll just put in the wrong one first. I'll put the right one in and just say that I mistyped. Gentleman's agreement.
Yep, agreed.
Dope. Got it right first time.
Woo!
Yeah, big RNG manip. That's definitely different every single time. Okay, so we're going to Bloodsoaker's Communion this guy, because it's just faster. That will also give us some of our blood economy back. And we're going to start this cutscene with Beckett. Okay. We've got time for another one, actually. Another message, if you've got one.
I do indeed have one from the one, the only, John the Masquerade. For $5 here, that says, John the Masquerade here. Slay the vampires, Vysetra. Thank you so much for that donation. Also going towards the Amnesia Bunker bonus game run by our very own E. Benny. If you want to see him scared, and me too, come on, keep him going. We can make that happen. We can make that run happen. Let's go.
I really want to see Amnesia the Bunker, actually. I think that'd be really cool.
I've seen it a few times from E. Benny's stream. He's really good at it, and it's a very scary run still.
Yeah?
It's worth a watch.
I'm all for it. Chat, you know what to do. Okay, now for a turbo cringe skip. But it is the biggest sequence break in the game, and we have Zephy to both thank and hate for.
It skips the most annoying section of this game that pretty much everyone hates.
Yeah, so we're going into Hollywood now, and we're going to be heading towards the cemetery. We're going to lure a character called Romero. And what Romero is going to do is force us through the Warrens. Well, he's going to force us through a clip, which saves us going through the Warrens, I should say. Oh, man. And it is... Well, if he behaves, it's great. If not, then he's like run killer number 2. So even if you get like a really good Grout's Mansion, this can still kill the run here. So we're going to grab this barrel. We're going to be bringing that with us. Oh my goodness. Right. Let's throw this over here. That's right, I forgot to. This is going well, can you tell? Right, that'll do. Okay, we back. So using the gun that we got from Gina, we're going to shoot my mans. Run in. And now the fun begins. We're going to have to lure him to the mausoleum. And during this time, he can do a few things. He can just decide he wants to run back to his hut, he can step back with his shotgun, and that's always fun. You can lure him with Obfuscate and the whole line of sight stuff, but it's a little unreliable, if I'm being totally honest. Like, there is a tech that another runner called Vin has managed to get to work for her, and I think Alucard has also got it to work for him. But what this tech is that they've managed to get to work that I can't is you aggro him with your gun, and then you just run to where you want to be. Oh my goodness, that is so unlucky. If you feed on him twice, he will typically cycle back to his, cycle through his weapons. So if he's pulled out his shotguns, we want him to use his knife, because he will actually run after us. Oh my goodness. This is on a patch of version 1.1, so like the base version of the game, so there's no plus content, nothing like that.
And so the reason we need him in the first place is because the barrel we're bringing doesn't actually have collision with the player itself, but it does have collision with the NPC. And fortunately, the NPC also has collision with us. So by pushing the NPC with the barrel, he's going to push us through the wall into the trailer.
This is a little cringe and a little sad, so I'm going to have to feed just to be safe. Right, let him go there. We need to try line him up very precisely into here as well. This looks good. Right, unlock the frame rate, bring the barrel towards us. Let's go! Let's try, dude. Actual pop-off. And what that's going to do is send us all the way to Gary Golden. Gorgeous Gary Golden. He is the Nosferatu Primogen. He's handsome, which you'll see. Right. That's right. You don't just spam one with this dialogue. You've got to actually input decent input dialogues. What am I saying? Right. He's going to tell us where the Ankaran sarcophagus is, which it is the thing that the story sort of revolves around, really. He's going to tell us to go to Chinatown, and now we have Chinatown on the map, so we can go towards it. And then we've got one more major sequence break, but it's nowhere near as finicky as that. So, Romero is dead. He deserves it. He's killed many of my runs. That's actually just reminded me. There's one of my friends, Pat. He made a little meme for me because typically when I'm running this game, I have like in the 4:3 sort of like aspect ratio and like a stream meme at the side, and it's usually the whole Kramer, what's going on in there? And it's the whole Seinfeld meme. And Pat made one that was Kramer, what's going on there? And it's just a picture of Romero and saying we're resetting the run, Jerry. It is silly how much time can be saved on that split. I think, it's also silly how much time can be lost on that split, but hey ho. Right, so we're going to Chinatown, and we've got one last sequence break coming up, which is, like I said, much more simple to go for. You will just be essentially jumping on a tree, and then, which shouldn't have collision. Well, it should, but it doesn't, so we can actually jump off of it and onto the hut where Ming Xiao is. And at this point, it is very much a case of go A to B, don't die, and let's greet it. Oh, let's go.
Easy.
Just reckon you would jump on that tree ordinarily, but I had to ego a little bit. Right. Jump on here, crouch jump over, let's go. Right. Gonna drop the FPS to 60, so these doors actually behave. These bolts, by the way, do actually have collision. If you time it right, you can actually jump and ride the bolts. It sends you flying. It's really funny. It's not worth actually going for purely because it's so jank and you will never be able to you will not be able to react to it. I'm going to be real. And that door is now open. Sweet. You have to open it from an angle because that guy is stood in front of it. Push this out of the way. Source engine, by the way. Right. So we're going to have to make a quick save here and a quick load, because if we step on that platform, we're not going to be able to move the little trap that spawns in front of us. So push that back in, reactivate Obfuscate, keep that topped up. Okay. Not bad. We're going to say goodbye to our trusty lockpick, which has served us very well throughout this run. You think we're going to frenzy, Lay?
I don't think so. I think you got this.
Oh man. I'm not sure I fancy my chances. I've lost runs. Well, I've lost PBs to frenzying against Ming Xiao, but just the nature of the game and when there's any RNG involved. Right. So I'm going to pick up these 4 jade statues.
Yeah, we pick up these like animal plushies that will help us solve a very easy puzzle that stumped 20-year-old me a couple of years ago.
To be fair, I can't laugh at people getting stuck at this game because if I didn't have my chat literally guiding me through my first playthrough, I don't think I'd ever gotten anywhere. But just for context, I thought I did not need to do the tutorial and got really confused as to why I don't know how anything works. Shocked Pikachu. Right, so
The puzzle is you place the right animal on the right pillar, which is indicated by the pillar you picked it up from.
right, last fight.
Oh, and this fight is a special one. Everyone hates this fight because it's unfair, it's not fun, and it's very, very uninteresting.
Honestly based.
It's
Right.
just one big like bullet sponge that we're just gonna spam our strongest attacks at, or all the attacks we have.
So, animalism discipline is really useful here because you can just spam Burrowing Beetle, which is a big, big means of DPS. I might actually have to yeah, this is a little scary. Oh, never mind. I forgot I had another Elder Vitae. I am stupid. But not really. Right, Ming Xiao is turbo dead, and we are coming up towards the end of the run. All right. So I've got a little taxi drive with Kane, our Dark Father, and we're going to side with Lacroix because it's just faster. Sponge down to right. Okay, if you want to get ready with the button, once we activate the elevator and we get the loading screen, we will be done. Right,
After the
and go. That was scuffed. That was turbo scuffed.
Hey, at least now you got your bind set up.
That'll be handy for the 14-hour run later.
Yeah, just a warm up. Right, we've got 100% quest log coming, I'm sure. Surely. Right, that was Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, 90% Nosferatu. It was, it demonstrated all the tech that is available in the route at the moment. I do think it is a very, very good speed game, especially if you're like familiar with source movement and things like that. I think it's a better casual game, so if you haven't played it casually, I would rather you do that first. Shout outs to everyone I've got behind me actually watching the run. You all are goated. Thank you to Mr. Lay for joining me on comms and keeping things entertaining for everyone else whilst I'm monotone and shaking. And yeah, that's it from us.
Thank you so much. That was an amazing showcase. Thank you so much, Vysetra and Lay, of course, for being here with us. We're going to be right back with more ESA. We have a full week to go, everyone, so sit tight and see you in the next run.